Hi, folks. Good evening. Welcome to this E-Time Instagram Live. Today we have a special guest with us. Hi, Minissha. How are you?
Yes, it is work.
So today is World Book Day. We got to know about your favorite book. But before going into the live session, I know you have given a recent interview saying that why you have been away from the big screen. But people are really eager to know that why were you away for such a long time?
Well, away, it just ends up happening. You don't even think that you're going to be away, and it just happens that, okay, 6 months you don't do anything interesting, then it becomes 8 months, then it becomes a year, then it becomes a year and a half. Things just, and it just snowballs like that. And so it wasn't like any conscious decision, it was something that ended up happening. And that changed my life, and now it's another phase.
Again, is the voice breaking? I don't know.
No, no echo now. It's
Okay, okay.
perfect.
Okay, so apart from flipping books and in this lockdown mode, what are you up to besides the watching the IPL? Because every day we see, you're putting up poll questions, who will win today's match. I mean, I also saw that on your app. By the way, people who don't know, Minisha also has an app, so you can download and look it up. Yeah, so Minisha,
Yeah.
so you IPL and
So
books. That's what you have been up to.
well, it's just interesting because it's a season of IPL, and if you don't know what's happening, then it's like you're missing out on a big part of what's happening in the country. So I sit with my man, and we watch. He watches IPL, so I am of course watch it with him. You know, so ऐसे default से हो रहा है watching IPL. So I thought
Oh,
might as
that's good.
well doing it, might as well put up a poll, and like
That's good. Yeah.
might as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So, who is your favorite cricketer and whom are you actually supporting? Which team this IPL?
I'm pretty neutral actually. I don't have a favorite cricketer. I just like watching matches that are nail biting to the end. Like quite a few of the matches have been like pretty one sided. The last couple of days. So that has not been exciting to watch for me because, of course, I'm very new to sitting down and watching IPL. So I like those matches where it's a nail-biting finish towards the end. And I don't know if today's match will be a nail-biting finish. It may be one. Who's playing today? One second. Mm,
You put
mm,
up a poll saying Mumbai versus Punjab. So, because of you, I got to know also about today's match. Otherwise, I was clueless. I don't really
I
gauge on
hope
IPL.
I hope today isn't a one-sided match because I would really like, for those 3 hours to be like edge of your seat action.
Yeah, that's the only live action we are enjoying actually, because we all are enveloped with such a negativity around. So, that's only the thing which keeps us going.
Yeah, it is a very tough time, and I think these 3 hours are just sort of, I guess, a relief to people in the country, a sort of breathing moment. Ki, okay, there is something for us to distract ourselves with what is happening around, and we all know that cricket is a religion in India. So I think right now it is a very important breathing space that we have.
Oh, you're correct. You're absolutely bang on this. So, in one of your recent interviews, you spoke about a period in which you struggled. So, how did you sail through it? Because we also heard that you heard some negative comments after your film Yahan, and that must have shattered you.
There was nothing negative that happened after Yahan, except see the film was perfect. It was the perfect launch. It was the perfect debut I could have dreamed of, and I wouldn't change that for the world. It is just unfortunate that the 26th July cloudburst happened over Mumbai, and the entire city was washed out. And my film was releasing 3 4 days after the rains had devastated the city, so it was such a tragic time, and such an amazing, beautiful film like that got lost to the general public. So it's only after a couple of years when the movie kept coming out, kept being repeated on television. It was after that that the momentum built and people were like, the general public would then tell me, wow, that was such a nice film. And wow, it was such a good film. We missed it earlier. We didn't realize, etc., etc. So whatever I done after that, I only did it because a film of mine like Yahan released, because that was my debut. It was the reason why I got all the subsequent work after that.
Okay, that's perfect. Oh, by the way, you're having many comments. People are, I'm your greatest fan, Minissha. Wow. So you can scroll through the comments. I'll
Right.
keep telling you that in between. So, okay, I also wanted to ask you, your first film came out in 2005. In 2008, you had approximately four releases, which included Bachna Hai Hasina. Then
Yes.
yeah, same year you switched to TV. Uh, why was that? I mean, how did that move came along? Switching to TV. I mean,
So
it was a
I
short appearance in Chuna Hai Asman, I believe.
so no no no. Chuna Hai Asman was that was a collaboration that we had with one of my films where I would go.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
thought,
So the
okay. I thought, okay. So you went to a film promotion for that. I
yes.
thought,
So
okay,
instead
you
of doing
actually
a
worked in a TV
show,
show.
I think that was for the movie Shaurya because I was playing a journalist in Shaurya. So then for Chuna Hai
Oh,
Asman, I think I did a 3-4 hour day shoot where I came as a character on the show as a promotion for the movie.
okay. So,
Yeah.
okay, so in Shore you played journalist. In the film Joker also you played a journalist, I guess, reporter.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
probably
Yes.
in one of your Ask Me sessions we got to know that you wanted to be a journalist. So finally you got to be through your movies actually. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
did you train for that role, or I mean did you just watch TV and the interviews you scrolled? How did you prepare for that role?
But I did. There was no training as such. It was just very instinctive. I felt that see, because as an actor you're always surrounded by journalists, right?
True, true, true.
It's not that I don't need journalists. I've gone to studios. I've done shows live, for entertainment segments at a huge news studios. So I've been to news studios in Bombay, in Delhi. I've seen how they work. So it wasn't something so alien then, the life of a journalist, and then to play a journalist. Like maybe if I had to play an Air Force pilot or an army woman, for that I would require training because I don't have any experience inside the navy of our country. It's something that I've not been exposed to at all. So in those things, yes, I would tell my director, listen, I need access to these things to understand how to play these characters.
Perfect. So, which is your upcoming project, and could you tell us about it? People, okay,
So
there are multiple questions pouring in. We want to know.
okay, so there is this film that we shot, and it's in post production, and the movie is called Kutub Minar, and
Oh,
it's a comedy. It's a emotional story. It's a family drama, and it's a lovely film about a certain hardship and a certain medical condition that a person has in the movie. And around that, the stories that happen, the challenges that happen, the heartbreak, the happiness, the realizations, So that is a film that is in post production currently, and we're waiting for that to release.
okay. So, any idea when it will be released? I know
I don't
you
know. In
guys.
fact, what I'll do is, I think I should call my director right now and ask him.
Yeah, because we are flooded with comments. When will your next movie release? When we'll get to see you again? So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Also, you in 2014, I believe you became a part of Big Boss 8.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
okay, first of all, what made you take up that show when you were cruising through in Bollywood? And how did that house help you? Those 40 days, 42 days without a cell phone, without being connected to your loved ones or the outside world. I mean, you didn't get to know about it, anything for that matter. So,
Well, Big Boss was difficult for me. It was difficult for me because I'm not the kind of person that can be locked up with people who I don't know. I'm a bit shy. I'm a bit unsure I'm a bit unsure in social groups where everyone is new to me. Right? I don't do very well. I do well with people when it's two, three people at a time. Now, Big Boss House, though, when you watch on TV, it looks like, oh, it's so easy. And, you just have to, but with all those cameras uh, staring at you, watching your every move, it is very unnerving. I was very unnerved seeing the cameras out there, in your face. And I think that season, in the first 11 days, we were in a plane. So the camera,
Oh,
okay, was in your face like this. You would be sleeping, and the camera would be so close to you. You could literally see it move, and that's how it was. So I think it was those first 11 days that, like, really unnerved me. Because everyone was in each other's space, and you didn't know what to do, and it was just you thought that you'd go into a house, you'd have some space to settle, but that did not happen. It was a plane. 11 people had to use that one bathroom, which was like 3 feet by 3 feet, which was a toilet and a bathroom
oh God.
and a wash
So it was
basin.
that small.
It was that small, and with 11 strangers, with boys, with keeping hygiene and all of that, it was very tough. It was very tough. So I think वो एक जो सदमा था मुझे वो सदमा था, and then after that uh, it just yeah, so that was tough. What else to say?
I know, but staying in the house for like 42 days and then coming out, okay, you're unaware what happened outside. So,
Yeah.
I mean, now you said you weren't familiar, I mean, so you weren't comfortable with, unknown faces. So now did that change your perception? Now are you able to, communicate or be friendly with unknown people also coming out
No,
after that house?
you can be friendly with unknown people for 1 hour, 2 hours if you have to.
That's
But
true.
if you have to be locked inside a house, and then you are in a reality show, and then you are in pressure situations, and you know that every move of yours is being judged, that is a completely different ball game. You have to have like nerves of steel for something like that. and
Oh, I
and
know.
hats off
Definitely.
to anyone who goes into the Big Boss house and who survives there, who does well out there. They have my huge respect.
Okay, so viewers who are watching this, if you want to go to Big Boss House, here you have some tips from Minissha Lamba, a contestant herself who stayed 42 days out there. Okay, so
Yes.
there's one thing we want to talk about it. Last year you had a broken marriage in August 2020, I believe, and it must have broken you mentally, right? Because such things roil a person mentally. So, and then there was this lockdown. So what you could do is just be on the virtual side. You cannot meet people, and so how did you come out of it? And does it
Well,
still disturb you now?
2020 was very recent. I think my relationship broke up before that.
Oh, okay. In the
Uh,
report it says 2020.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. It was much before 2020, not 2020 at all. And I would like to say, see, I have never been someone who lets my relationships define who I am. Whether it is marriage or whether you are with a boyfriend, that is an important aspect of your life, but that is not everything. you know there are various other things to you as well. So I have never let a relationship be my identity. So if a relationship doesn't work out, yes, you are sad about it, you see what are the things that you have learned from it, but it is not something that will break me in any way. You I don't believe in having relationships decide whether you've led a successful life or whether you've not led a successful life. I think
okay.
importance on women's relationship statuses and the success of that, or the health of that, however you may call it. But I choose not to live with that particular uh, standard for myself.
That's perfect. Signs of a very strong woman, I say. So, okay, one question is there. Like, you have been in the industry for around 16 years now. 2005, 2021, 16 years. Is it still difficult to bag offers, film offers, with now having spent so many years?
It's very difficult. It is
But
very difficult because it is a very, now it has become a space that is filled with so many people, and it is a very difficult industry to be in. And you've also got to have nerves of steel to be here. You've also got to have so much faith in yourself, because the rejection that you end up facing on a day-to-day basis can be, devastating. So you have to be strong, and you have to have faith in yourself. But also, you've got to decide, how long are you going to have faith in yourself? If things are not working out, are you
that's
going
the
to have
important
faith in
part.
yourself for 20 years and keep at it? Do you have staying capacity to do that? Will you spend your entire youth doing this? If things are not working out, 20 years, 15 years, is that your staying capacity? 10 years? Because it could go down that route also. So there is a very, very fine line, I feel, between having faith in yourself and then understanding that maybe I should now do something else with my life.
Okay, okay. Okay, so there was a viewer question. It's gone up now. Rahul Agarwal. He's asking what qualities impresses you in a guy.
What? Okay. Uh,
That's an interesting one.
Confidence and being normal. Like, what absolutely turns me off in a man is arrogance. And when I see an arrogant person, it just like turns me off completely. It's the standard. I think every like a woman mostly likes a man who can make you laugh, and someone who you can chat with. Like, even in a lockdown, if you are with someone constantly, uh, even when you don't have things to talk about, you can sit in silence with a person. That, I think, is very, very, very important.
That's true. Why? Okay, Manisha. So you did uh, Punjabi. You featured in Punjabi cinema, in Hindi cinema. Didn't you explore the Tamil or the Telugu film industry, or even for that fact, OTT platforms?
Well, Tamil, South Indian cinema, I really didn't explore it much. OTT platforms currently, yes, I have been listening to stories. I have been doing my due diligence. I have been getting calls, and I am just waiting for something extraordinary to click, and for me to sign the dotted lines and begin work. But I think that is going to be now delayed, because again, we are in the grips of an emergency, and the best thing to do right now is to just stay home and stay safe.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's certainly all you viewers who are watching this, stay at home and stay
I
safe.
hope everyone is
But
staying at, yeah.
yeah, I we all hope everyone is doing fine because it's a very horrible situation on the ground. On ground zero, things are really not good. So,
Mm.
do you think at least see the OTT platforms talking about OTT, they are coming up with really good scripts, you know?
Hmm.
So at least in I would say tier one cities of India, you can say Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, or Bangalore for that matter. We have seen people switching more to the OTT platforms only because they are giving you some great content. So, do you think in the future such things will overpower the movies that hit the cinema halls?
See, we don't know because this is an extremely, extremely new thing that has happened in our country. 5 years
True.
ago, if you had said that, people will not go out to the theater, um, no one would have believed that. They would have said, kya bakwas keh rahe ho? But the fact is that today, even going out to watch a movie, honestly, for a family is a fairly expensive proposition in terms of tickets, maybe a little snack at the theater. It's not cheap anymore. If you go to any multiplex, even if you go to a smaller city, by proportionately, it is expensive to watch a film. So the economics of that maybe need to be reworked. I don't know. I'm not in the business at all of theaters, so I don't know what the economics of that are. But maybe post the pandemic, the economics of that ought to be revised so that it is not such a whole topic for people, let's say, to watch a family to, let's say, watch three films in a theater in a month. But
That's true. That's true.
only know that once the world is clear of this pandemic, once our country is clear of this pandemic. I mean, we didn't think that 2021 would be like this, right? We thought that okay, we're fine,
Yeah,
we
sure.
safe
We didn't.
control, but then boom, no, it's worse than before. It's worse than before now.
Yeah, that's true. So, talking about this film industry, when does an actor know that he or she is actually a part of the movie? I mean, does it happen with many actors that even after like shooting for 3 days, you're said asked to, okay, we cannot continue with this, and you rope in someone else? Does that happen quite often? And did it happen with you?
Well, not very often, at least not in a film set, not very often, because it on a running movie it costs a lot, so that doesn't, very 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 rare for something like that to happen, at least from what I know. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's fine. You haven't gone through this. We are glad, and nobody goes through this. So there was a viewer question, and she wanted to know some skincare tips from you because she said you look very beautiful, so we need some skincare tips. So can you give our female viewers some skincare tips who are
Well,
watching this show?
the standard would be to eat healthy, to drink a lot of water, which I don't actually. I'm a very, very, very poor water drinker. So I think all this is just, all this is just thanks to genetics because I'm
Well,
a
I'm sorry to cut you here. People will drink water when they stop drinking chai, when they stop cutting down on chai. We Indians imbibe a lot of chai. So,
yeah, I don't drink tea.
okay, so
I
yeah,
don't.
sorry, you were continuing on the skincare tips. Water,
So basically, water, try to sleep on time. Again, something which I don't do at all. I'm such a late night bird. Look at me, yeah, giving advice that I'm not following at all myself. Giving advice that I don't follow myself at all. So, but these are apparently the things that you need to do to have good skin. So, I can just imagine how amazing it would be if I actually did sleep on time and I actually did drink a lot of water.
but it does look like you sleep on time and drink a lot of water, despite you being honest that you don't really follow all
I
these
don't.
things.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably just genetics.
Okay, so another viewer question, Swati Pandey is her name. See, she says, since you're from Delhi, which is your favorite restaurant in Delhi, and do you often go there?
Oh, which is my favorite restaurant. So even though I am from Delhi, I have barely lived in Delhi. So what is stuff that is really current and nice in Delhi? I'm not very aware of that currently. Or also in the past 1 year, one has not like really gone out anywhere, right? So I'm not like really aware of which would be my favorite restaurant. But yes, hands down, Delhi food is tops Bombay any day, tops it.
Well, Mumbaikars who are watching this show might might take some offense. But which is your favorite restaurant in Mumbai? Let me put it that way.
Okay, in Mumbai, I love going out to 145. It's a great spot, where I've always had an amazing evening or afternoon when I go out to 145. I love Bombay Salad Company, even though it's a place that I order more from. Urban Tadka was my all-time favorite for butter chicken and lemon chicken. But I've been vegetarian now almost for like 4 months. Just ate a little bit of fish here and there, but mainly I've been vegetarian now for more than 4 months, I think. So have not touched chicken, have not touched egg, have not had mutton, nothing. Just some fish only when I went for my holiday in Maldives because being vegetarian out there means खाने को कुछ मिलेगा ही नहीं. You just have potatoes
Hmm.
and potato and salads all day.
Oh God,
Uh,
yeah, you can't survive on that all day.
yeah. That was like चलो vegetarian बन जाते हैं for a week and बॉम्बे जाने के बाद फिर से वापस बंद.
Okay, but you thought कि चलो vegetarian बन जाते, but you're continuing with it. I believe it's been 4 months. So do you plan to
It's been
continue
four
this?
months. The second Jan onwards this year, I became vegetarian. Yeah.
Oh, so do you plan to continue this streak?
I plan to continue for as long as I can. As long as I can. I may just cheat sometimes and have fish only because the options around are not, sustainable. Like maybe, like if you travel basically, like India is the best place to be vegetarian, you know.
Oh yeah, certainly. Even I believe that.
You will not miss non-veg food in India if you decide to become vegetarian because our cuisine is so varied and so wide and beautiful that you'll be like it's okay. It's only when you travel out of India that it is a bit tough,
Yeah,
you know.
it certainly gets difficult. Even I've experienced this. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so Manisha, tell us your favorite films out of the films that you have done and the reason for it.
My favorite film, obviously, will be my very first film, Yahan, because not only was, it was my favorite film, it was the first time I shot something that was so extensive, that was so challenging, that was so difficult. Um, it was everything rolled into one. It was the most beautiful, emotional experience of my life.
I, when I watched, I also loved your movie Corporate. It was, I think,
Yeah,
a brilliant movie. Just
yeah,
brilliant. The way they have shown the rivalry of top business corporates. It was just hats off. The way he projected it and the way everything you guys are managing. So yeah, that was also a beautiful film.
yes.
I thought probably a part two might come out of it, but then sadly we didn't get to see it. So okay, your one favorite actor whom you wish to work with.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ah,
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Used to do a lead role in a very serious, hard hitting film with him, play one of the lead characters. Yeah.
So when you get a script, so do you actually scan for some genre like okay, I want to do comedy or I want to do serious or what genre do you typically enjoy when you're actually selecting scripts?
I don't have a problem with genre. I am very happy doing any kind of genre. The story needs to be something that I feel, wow, this is something that will work. This is something that I like, or this is something where my role is amazing. I want to do this film. Genre, I'm okay with any genre. That's not a problem at all.
Are you living the life you wished for?
I would say yes. I
Okay,
would
that's
say that
perfect.
yes.
Because sometimes it happens that with lots of people that you wish to do a particular thing, but then somehow you don't really enjoy it. You many people switch think of switching careers, but we're
Hmm.
glad you actually living the life you want. Okay, there's one last viewer question from Savleen Kaur. Which is your favorite holiday destination in India?
In India, it's Goa.
Oh,
100%.
it's Goa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love sand. I love the sun, and Goa life is just it's perfect. I love Goa in India.
Okay, thanks, Manisha, for such a lovely and a wonderful conversation and giving us your time. We wished that the time was normal and we could have done this live. Actually, we are doing it live over virtual, but actually live, sitting in a studio, that would have been really perfect. But we are wishing that the this time flies really soon and uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do,
things get back
like
to normal.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
And we certainly wish that we are hoping to see you on the big screen and also OTT, since you revealed that you're getting many scripts.
Yes, yes,
So
yes. So I'm
we
currently
wish
doing.
to see you soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
perfect. That's perfect.
once things become normal, then it would be, responsible to shoot also.
Thank you very much, Manisha, for joining us. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon. And
Take
best
care.
of luck for your future
Bye. Bye.
endeavors. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.